Merry Christmas, everybody, from 608 Fab. As you see, I'm driving in the Dodge today. 6.4 Hemi's putting in some work. I've got the crawler hauler. You can see the gooseneck there in the background just a little bit. I've got the crawler hauler, but I've got no crawler. So, it's Christmas Eve. I am moving it up to work. We got beautiful roads. It's 42 degrees in Wisconsin. All the snow is gone. Nothing's wet, so I figured I didn't have to worry about the salt. Haul it up to shop, and I'm going to set up camp there for the week over New Year's. The big boss is taking his annual trip, which then puts me running the tow truck 24/7, dealing with any snow that we might get. You know, everything like that. Anything I can do to help the guy out. He does a lot for me. So this is the least I can do for him. So we're gonna shack up at work at the day job and build camp in the shop. A couple things I am gonna work on while I got the opportunity to have this thing in the indoors is I plan on skirting the sides of the trailer to kind of blend it into the gooseneck, so close in that gap. With skirting the side of the trailer, I'm trying to accomplish two things. One is to make it look better, right? Right now there's a 10-inch, 12-inch gap between the actual body of the camper and the gooseneck floor. So blend that in, streamline it, make it a little, sleeker looking, make it look like it's supposed to actually be part of the trailer. Second thing is the possibility of picking up some fuel economy. Now, I don't have good data. We've got 4,000 or 5,000 miles on this thing. I got to do the math yet. I'll probably do the math on it, and then while I'm up there at the shop, put kind of a year in the crawler hauler type kind of video together. The goods, the bads, what we like, what we dislike, some of the ups and some of the downs. There's a really good down from when we went down to the 15-hour nightmare ride where this thing almost ended up on its side. Talk about that a little bit. But if I had better fuel economy numbers that aren't inconsistent, this thing is all over the place as far as bucking headwinds, finding a tailwind, finding the perfect semi to streamline behind. But I've got some general math. If I could pick up a half a mile to the gallon, if I'm running between 7 and 7.5 miles to the gallon on most of these trips, if I could get that to a more consistent 7.5 to 8, that would be huge on our gas bill on these road trips, because that's probably 7-ish%. If I could pick up a half a mile to the gallon, that's 7%. That's 7% less fuel on a $100 fill up. That's $7, and we're filling the truck up multiple times. So is it a total game changer? Absolutely not. But everybody a little bit helps. And the reason I think there's a possibility of picking up some fuel economy is any of the wind that the truck is braking going down the highway is funneling around, wrapping around the sides of the truck and coming either into the underside of the gooseneck riser and just getting packed in there, and there's no way you can fix that. Or if it's going around further back on the travel trailer, that wind, some of it is going between the two deck heights. So once it gets in there, it gets all turbulated up, comes out, hits the backside of that toolbox I got sitting there, catches all the structure I put in underneath the trailer for actually mounting it, and it just disturbs the air and creates drag. So I know from other experiences, not fuel economy experiences, but towability experiences, oh, that's a bad bridge, any little bit can help. So we're going to streamline it. I've got enough scratch and dent panels collected, I think, up at the shop to put this together. I don't know what I'm going to do for color yet. I might end up just grabbing random scratch and dent panels out of the scratch and dent rack, and then running them through the brake, getting them all mounted up, pulling them all back off, and painting them by hand to maybe blend them into one of the colors that are on the side of the camper already. So we'll see where that goes, but that's going to be a fun little project. I'll be doing that in between my day job, the 8 to 4:30 at the shop, any of the other after hours towing. If we get some snow in between removing snow, so you might get a little montage in there of what 24/7 at a trailer and towing shop looks like, just for fun on the side. We're gonna have some fun, but it's Christmas Eve. Like I say, I'm abandoning this thing up at the shop. I'd like to end this out with Merry Christmas to everybody. My wife is at home getting ready for Christmas number 1 at her dad's house tonight. She is doing much better. We're roughly a month after the MRSA infection that laid her up in the hospital. She's off all the IV antibiotics and daily visits to the hospital for IV treatments, and so she's doing much better, still healing up, trying to gain some energy back and things of that nature. So I normally end these with do something cool in your garage, but being the holidays, I'm gonna say stay out of the garage, hunker down with family, enjoy the people you have in your lives to spend time with, and hang out in the garage another day. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.